Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third episode of the Mike and Mike Show. I'm Mike.
I'm Mike.
And
Number three.
Number three. Okay. I didn't make a video last week on the Monday Night Raw show because, well, actually, I fell asleep before the show was done, so there was no need in even trying to half-butt do a video for a show that I didn't even fully watch. So we just let that week go by. But we did watch last night, and it seemed like it was somewhat better than last week, maybe a little bit. They had a few different things on there, not a lot, but we'll go over that. So, but before we get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to our channel, watched our videos. For some reason, you're not able to comment on the videos yet, which I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm working on it. But we do appreciate you liking the videos and subscribing to our channel. We appreciate it so much, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Monday Night Raw from last night. All right. I will say this. It started out, at least it wasn't like the week, the Monday after WrestleMania where we had 30 minutes of freaking promo before the first match started. That's a plus, because we only had a maybe 12-minute promo at the start involving the Usos and Judgment Day, actually. Judgment Day came out on the Bloodline, which I thought was pretty interesting. I thought maybe there might be some kind of tension there between the two factions, which there was a little bit of tension, but nothing came of it. But, yeah, I mean, I was actually surprised they even come out and had both factions in the ring together. But turned out the thing of it was the Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns had set up a deal with the Judgment Day to help each other out with their little bitty problem with some of the other superstars on the roster. Now, the Usos were left out of this conversation. They had no idea what was going on, which further amplifies that problem in the bloodline. So, you know, there was that, which that was decent. I mean, there was a little tension between Rhea and Solo Sikoa. I thought maybe Solo was trying to undress her with his eyeballs, but I don't know what was going on there. It just looked weird. It looked weird. Yeah. But anyway, that just set up for the main event, but it actually set up for the first match on the show, which was the Usos versus it was
Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa. Thank you, Mike. I'm losing my mind.
Versus Rey Mysterio.
Yes, Solo Sikoa versus Rey Mysterio, which was a decent match. It wasn't bad. I mean, Rey Mysterio's, you know, he can work with just about anybody. But Solo Sikoa is freaking awesome. This guy, I mean, he is a superstar. No, hands down, superstar. No matter who you put him in the ring with. He's that good. I think.
Yeah, he's Samoan.
He's Samoan. He's that Samoan lineage. That's why, you know, it's, well, I'm not talking about The Rock. But
Yokozuna, Umaga, they're all like Voorhees.
Coffee. Nectar of the gods. Okay. So we'll go on from there. Okay. First match was Rey versus Solo Sikoa, which that match broke down, I believe. Solo won.
Yeah.
Solo won, and then it followed up with a beatdown from the Uso on Rey Mysterio and the LWO between, you know, Judgment Day and all that mess.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
It was just
then after that, we had a recap of what happened the week before with Damage Control. Bayley trying to get herself a championship match, which then Dakota and Io voiced their opinions about being left out and wanting a shot at the title, in which they did have a match last week and Io Sky won, so now she is number one contender for Bianca's title. But they replayed that video package from that week and from last week, and then we had Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair, which was to me, it was a botch fest. Okay. And it had nothing to do with Dakota Kai. Nothing to do with Dakota Kai. I'm sorry to all you Belair fans. She's great. She has a great gimmick, great personality in her character, but her work in ring is still just
sucks.
It's terrible. It is terrible.
She can't. She's the EST of one thing. She is the stiffest, the sloppiest, and the botchiest.
Yeah.
She needs to go back to NXT. I'm tired of Belair.
Yeah.
I'm tired of her.
Yeah.
I counted last night. It was when Dakota kicked her in the head with that kick in the corner.
Right.
I counted it. It was 7 to 8 seconds. You got to make this stuff look good.
Yeah.
You got to make it look good. It's not this going, boom.
Yeah. You have to sell a little bit longer than 8 seconds.
And when she drop kicks, she jumps up in the air and kicks him with one foot.
That's not a drop kick.
I know she's athletic. I know she's strong.
Right.
I don't like her.
Yeah.
I never have, and I never will. She's just the. If you watch AEW, you could put her and Jade Cargill together.
Yeah.
And that would be the biggest, floppiest mess. Go back to NXT Belair and learn something.
You know, and and at one point during the match, one of the botches that took place, they actually tried to blame that on Dakota Kai. It was not Dakota Kai's fault. It was Bianca Belair. But because Bianca is the women's champion, they have to put her over.
Well,
that's just the way it is. Yeah.
She's taller than Dakota.
Right. So she should have never went for that maneuver.
And it's just momentum.
Right. Okay. So
momentum. That's
our opinion on that match. It was decent, but Bianca just needs to go on somewhere.
I'm on a roll.
Okay.
I'm not stiffy. And I'm sloppy.
Okay. Then after we have that, we go into a recap of the beatdown that happened last week between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Again.
Huh?
They showed it, I don't know how many times last week after it happened. Then they started showing it again this week. Which is fine. It's okay to play it, first time they played it, just to catch everybody up to speed. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we have that. And then, after that happens, we get a commercial break. Then Judgment Day is seen in the back with the Usos. Paul, well, not the Usos, but Mr. Heyman. Telling Judgment Day, hey, we kept our end of the bargain. It's time for you guys to keep yours. So, and that sets up for the main event match between it was the Usos and
it
was
Usos. No, wait a minute.
No, it was Judgment Day. It was Judgment Day. It was Finn Balor and Dominic and Damian Priest against Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle.
Bro.
So that kind of set that up there, and put like a little stipulation to it, that Judgment Day's got to take them out, or, they're going to, get the wrath of the bloodline.
Bro.
Okay, so you had that.
Randy.
Then, after we have that, of course, there's another commercial break in there somewhere. Why do we have all these commercial breaks? But anyways. So, then it shows Cody comes out to the ring to call out Brock Lesnar for, to fight, basically. Okay, we're going to fight Brock Lesnar. We got, big ones. We're going to fight Brock. So he calls out Brock, but who comes out? Adam Pearce comes out and says, Cody, you're not medically cleared. You can't be doing this. We're not going to have this. Cody wasn't medically cleared when he tore his pec, but y'all didn't stop him from wrestling a match against Seth Rollins, now did you? So why you want to stop him from doing this? It's just build up. So Cody refuses to leave. He starts to leave. He comes back in the ring, grabs a chair. He refuses to leave, so they call out security. So then he starts beating the crap out of security. Then Brock comes out, and Cody wants to go after him, so then more security comes out. So he ends up beating up like 18 security guys while Brock just turns around and walks away. Says
waste.
nothing.
It was a waste.
Nothing. At all. Just stands up there, smiles, waves, that kind of thing. Just to tick Cody off. Nothing happened. Nothing come of it.
It was just a waste of minutes.
It was a waste of minutes. A waste of time. That they could have had a match. They could have took somebody back here in catering, not doing anything, and say, hey, come on, get in the ring. Get you some TV time.
TV time.
Get you some TV time. It ain't going to be about 7 minutes, but, it's TV time for you. Come on.
They could put Omos against somebody that's worth, like Elias or somebody.
Yeah.
And 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's my house. In my house.
Something.
My house.
Okay, so then they have that spiel. Then guess what? Another commercial break. Then when we come back from this commercial break, it shows Brock leaving the arena. They promoted him to be there last week. Big. Brock Lesnar's going to be here next week. He's probably here for a total of 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. 5 minutes.
He's a part-timer.
Paid all that money for 5 minutes of airtime.
Yep.
Whatever. Okay. Whatever. I'm not thrilled about that. Yeah, I'm excited to see Cody and Brock. Yeah, I want to see what they can do in the ring when they have this match. But this build-up so far, it's lackluster.
Yep.
Lackluster. Okay, so. Then we have Rollins versus The Miz. And I was trying to think, why are we having Seth Rollins versus The Miz? Again.
For the 10 billionth time.
Why? What's the point? But they do put on a decent match. It was a very decent match.
They let The Miz go.
Yeah.
And let him do what he had to do. Whenever he should have been doing this for the past 5-6 years.
He actually looked like The Miz that held the WWE Championship, 17 years ago?
Just about.
He actually put on a decent match, pulled out some different maneuvers that we hadn't seen him use before. It looked like he was actually putting forth some kind of effort into this match. And that made all the difference in the world.
It's probably the best match.
Yeah, on the card last night. Yeah. Yep, it was. Which, of course, Seth Rollins is going to win. So Seth Rollins won. And laughed. But it was a good match. It surprised me with, the way they did things, with the way The Miz handled himself in that match. It was really good. Really good. Okay, then after we have that, we had the promo with Zayn and Owens and Matt Riddle.
Bruh.
Talking about the main event, about, basically it was just Riddle saying that he wasn't here to play games anymore. He was here to be serious. And he was here to kick some butt and take names. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there, buddy. Okay, so then after we do that, then we have a review of Trish turning heel, jumping Becky Lynch last week after they lost the women's tag titles to Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Oh, Liv Morgan.
So we had that.
You, Liv. I love you, Liv.
Okay, so they showed that video package. Then, instead of cutting to Trish or Becky or whatever and have them further the story, we go straight into another match where we get we go straight into another video package where we have the review of Lashley versus Bronson Reed from last week. This, like I said in the last video, this is a match I would love to see go on a pay-per-view.
Let them go.
Let them go. I love
match.
Bronson Reed. I love Bronson Reed, and I love Lashley, the way Lashley gets in there and does business. And Bronson Reed is the same. He's a big guy. He knows how to use his weight to his advantage. And they put on an awesome match.
He's hangry.
Yeah, he's hangry.
He's hangry. He's hangry and he's angry.
Yeah. So he's hungry and he's angry, so he's hangry. Maybe somebody should give him a Snickers. But anyway.
A sandwich.
A sandwich. Okay, so then we had that. Okay, and then we had, after we had the promo between Lashley and Reed, Lashley comes out for his match against Austin Theory.
A-hole down.
How many times have we seen Lashley versus Austin Theory?
In
Whether
the
it be, whether it be for the
6 or
United
7
States title
months.
or not. In the past 6 to 7 months, we've seen them probably fight each other every Monday.
Lord knows on house shows.
On
I mean,
house
they probably
shows,
see it
I
a
mean,
million
they've probably,
times.
a million times. This match, it didn't hold any weight. I mean, it was the same match as they had 2 months ago. The same stuff.
Only thing it was just to further the storyline between Bronson and
Because
Bobby.
when Bobby Lashley, there at the end of the match, locked in the Hurt Lock on Austin Theory, Bronson Reed jumped him from out of nowhere. So that kind of furthered that story between him and Reed.
Which I think it needs to come down to like a 3-way dance.
For that
Backlash.
U.S. title. Yeah. That would be awesome.
I like Austin Theory. He's good, but they're pushing the wrong person. In my opinion, they're pushing the wrong young person. There's other young people there that deserve that belt than he does.
Right. With a lot more talent.
That's how I feel.
With a lot more talent.
I just
Austin
Theory's good.
He's just not ready for that upper tier.
No,
He's not ready for that. He's not ready for that push.
That John Cena match was a joke.
Oh yeah, that match was a joke. But anyways, okay. So then after we have that with Lashley and Bronson and Theory, we finally get Trish to come out and explain why she did what she did to Becky Lynch. And it's yada yada yada. I did this first. I got no respect for what I did. From paving the way, everybody said it was Lita or it was the 4 horsewomen, and I got no acknowledgement for what I've done and all. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You want a baby bottle? You want a cracker to go with that?
Do you want one of them pacifiers?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Go back to retirement. Daggone.
So,
Take Lita with you.
Yeah, like I wrote here on my notes. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. So we won't even further any discussion on that. So now we get another replay of Lesnar and Rhodes from earlier. Another replay.
Eating time. That's all they're doing.
Eating time up. And I mean, I'm surprised they didn't go back and show what happened with the beatdown and then lead into what happened earlier in the show. Thank God they didn't, but, that's coming, I'm sure. So then after that, they do an interview with Rhodes in the back, who says, he's ready for this match at Backlash against Brock Lesnar, and he's just promoting for that match, just trying to build that match up.
He needs to bring a steel pipe.
Yeah, he better bring something.
He needs to bring something because
I mean, Cody's good.
People online are saying, "Oh, he's going to get squashed. Cody's going to get squashed." No, he's not. It's not over between him and Roman. It's not over. They're going to wrestle some point in time this year. Roman's got to lose that belt sometime this year.
Yeah.
Because if they keep going the way I've been seeing it online, they want Roman to beat Bruno's record. Okay?
Yeah.
That means he would have to hold that belt like another 4 more years. No, you're going to kill it.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're going to kill it.
We're going to kill it.
Nobody don't need to be beating Bruno's record.
No.
Nobody.
No.
Bruno was the best.
I mean, you're doing a pretty good daggum job of killing the business already by having him hold on to the belt this long.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go that long, yeah, it's dead. You're going to kill it.
Back in the day, between from the 50s up to like the 80s.
Yeah.
When you had champions, they were champions. They held the belt 4 to 6 years. 4 to 6 years. Bruno was 8. He got beat by Ivan Koloff in 71, I think. And then Vince McMahon Sr., we got to bring you back. Bring him back. Broken neck and all. And that's what happened. But the last champion was Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Brother. brother. But you know,
well, let me tell you something, brothers.
Yeah,
that guy.
He ate too many vitamins.
Too many. Okay, so then that set that up for that match. So then after that, we had Candice LeRae and Mia Yim team up to take on Sonya Deville and
Miss Green.
Miss Chelsea Green.
Miss Cardona.
Match did not need to happen at all. It was just a match to eat up time before the main event.
Well, Candice LeRae, and they need to Mitchin, whatever her name is, Michin, whatever. It's Mia Yim, daggone it. Go back to Mia Yim.
Same thing with Gunther. It's not Gunther. It's Walter. It's Walter. It's not Butch. It's Pete Dunne. Let's go back to the original names they had, okay?
And Mia Yim is a bad cat.
Yeah.
She is if they would let her go.
If they'd let her go.
She could be a champ. But no, we got to have Miss Cardona and Miss Deville saying, "Oh, we're just the toughest things in the world."
Yeah.
Let them go back to NXT with Bianca Belair.
Exactly. So that match didn't even need to happen, but they had it, and they had Liv Morgan and...
I love you, Liv. If you see this, I love you.
And Raquel Rodriguez were at ringside for this match because the winner got a title shot. So, they had the match, and of course, Mia Yim and Candice LeRae got crapped on, and Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green won, and there was a little altercation out on the floor, nothing major. Chelsea Green just threw some water on Liv, and Liv tried to go after her, and Raquel stopped her. Yeah. Nothing big. But that set up their tag match for this Friday on SmackDown for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Oh, Snordown?
Yeah, Snordown, not SmackDown. I'm sorry. Oh, or is it SmackDown? I don't know. It's Snordown to us. Okay, yeah. We'll go there. Okay, so then after we had that, then comes the main event. The 6-man tag. Owens, Zayn, and Riddle versus Judgment Day.
Bro.
I don't know. I mean, they had the match last night. Okay, then during their promos that they had earlier in the show, they talked about Backlash, where it was going to be the Usos versus Zayn and Owens for the tag titles, I believe.
Then it got flipped.
Around to where it was going to be this Friday on SmackDown. I believe they were defending the tag titles against the Usos. And then at the pay-per-view, it was going to be another 6-man tag.
Wow.
If I'm not, I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that, but I could be wrong on it. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And why are you having the 6-man tag match tonight? Well, no, it wasn't against the Usos. It was against Judgment
Clay.
It was against Judgment Day tonight. Or last night, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused here. The Usos and Riddle and Owens are fighting at the pay-per-view for the tag titles. Or Friday for the tag titles. Then the pay-per-view is going to be the triple threat against the Usos and Solo Sikoa. But tonight, or Monday night, it was the Usos and Zayn and Riddle versus the Judgment Day. That match, it was a decent match. It really was. And, I mean,
it was everywhere.
It was all over the place. Everybody, this tag, that tag. Yeah, Rhea getting involved and all this stuff. And then here comes Rey Mysterio. He comes out to help out.
And then the LW.
And then the LWO comes out. And, I mean, it was just a big melee. I don't even think there was a winner in that match. I believe it was. I believe Kevin Owens and them won the match.
I think it was Riddle pinned somebody.
Riddle hit the floating bro
on Baby Mysterio,
Rey Mysterio's son Dominic, and they won the match. And then it all just broke down into a little spiel, and then it went off the air after that. I mean,
it was crap. But this is how I feel about it. Quit confusing people.
All right. See how confused I got?
Quit confusing people. Make up your mind. Have Solo and Bro at the pay-per-view. Don't have the tag match on Snordown. Have them at the pay-per-view for the tag titles again. We have predicted just about everything that's going to happen.
I mean, we watched what we watched of it. What I watched of it last week. He watched the whole show. But what we watched of it last week when they had the beatdown with Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, we knew right then. I mean, anybody that watched it knew they were going to have that match of Backlash. There was no way they weren't going to have it. There was no way.
This Backlash is going to be lackluster.
Exactly. Yeah.
If they don't get their little butts in gear, UFC will drop them like a bad habit.
Yeah.
It will Endeavor, UFC,
whatever it is.
They will drop him like a bad habit because they're not getting any better. They have their big stars. They have Braun Strowman. They have the bloodline.
Yeah, yeah.
They need to push Walter a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne.
Right.
The young stars.
And drop the damn, pardon my French, the name gimmicks. Go back to the original names. That's what everybody knows them by. I mean, what they change them to? They were the War Raiders.
They went through
and now the Viking Raiders, and then they changed it. I think they've changed it again to something else.
And they've been champions in Ring of Honor and Japan, and they were champs over there one time.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
yeah, dropped them.
They should just go on to AEW. Everybody needs to go to AEW. Seriously, I mean, they're better off.
Yeah.
Because they have no clue. They bring back Trish Stratus. They bring back Lita.
For what?
What are they going to do next? Bring back the Honky Tonk Man?
I mean, you've got...
To fight Gunther?
Yeah. I mean, you bring back Lita and you bring back Trish, but you bring them back, but then you crap all over Candice LeRae and Mia Yim, who are two bona fide stars.
There's women wrestlers, Piper Niven, Nikki Cross.
Piper Niven, Nikki
Asuka.
Cross. Yeah, Asuka. Crapping all over these women, and you're bringing back legends. I mean, yeah, they need their time in the sun too. I understand that. But they can come out there and they can cut a promo and go away. It. And that's all you need them for. You don't crap on the talent you got. You don't disrespect the talent you had. But you don't crap on the talent you got now. And that's what they're doing.
It wouldn't surprise me if Seth Rollins was just... It wouldn't surprise me if he got tired of it.
Yeah.
And
you know what happens if he gets tired of it? Then Becky gets tired of it. And then what happens? There's two of them gone.
They're going to keep on.
And that's what's going to happen with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae if you don't watch.
Yep. I mean, you can only send so many people at NXT.
Yeah.
They've done sent Apollo Crews down there and...
what's his name? Jinder Mahal. But hell, he ain't even been on there.
He ain't even relevant.
He ain't even relevant no more.
And Veer Mahan, 7 months hyped up, comes in and beats the crap out of Rey Mysterio and Dom, and the next day you go,
gone.
Vince is like, I'm tired of him.
Gone.
No doubt. You hype him up for 7 months and he ain't nothing.
But yeah, I mean, you got tons of stars on that roster. Use some of them sometime or other. I mean, come on.
Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander.
I love watching Shelton.
Mustafa. Did I say Mufasa?
Yeah, you did. You said Mufasa.
Ooh, Mufasa.
Ooh. Say it again. Mufasa. Ooh. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to end that right there. Thank you like I said, start of the video, thank you so much for watching the videos, subscribing, and click the bell for the notifications so you'll know when each video comes out. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Keep watching. And we'll see you in the next video. That's the end of the Mike and Mike show. Good night, everybody.